everyone, my name is Binks and welcome back to Let's Play Ace Attorney Investigations 2, Prosecutor's Path, where we are continuing on in the 5th case of the game, the Grand Turnabout, beginning part 1. Alright, so we're all running around looking for John now. April 6th, 10:54 a.m. outside Grand Tower, Tower Plaza. Why did he put on his sunglasses for that brief little moment?
Shh! Where'd he run off to?
He might have just went back home.
That's right. I mean, it doesn't look like they're going to get any filming done today.
Or he may have run away.
Aren't you just overthinking things?
He's still a child. I can't imagine that he could have murdered the president by himself.
Who said he was alone? Maybe that monster helped him. That boy can summon a monster to his aid, right?
Huh, very funny.
I'm not saying that kid's definitely the culprit, but right now he's the most prominent witness we have. So, we'll need to find that brat.
Oh. It's Gumshoe! Hey, I mentioned you last episode. What's up, my boy? I miss you. Long time no see.
Ah, Mr. Edgeworth, you're cheating on me with Agent Lang as your sidekick. No!
You poor thing.
Ah, Gummy!
You would think he'd be like,
Oh, okay, at least you're okay now. Ah,
oh, he really is upset and jealous.
He ran away.
What is the detective doing?
It doesn't matter. It's not like I can rely on this country's police anyways.
Agent Lang, do you intend to continue investigating by yourself?
Yeah, that's right. You got a problem with that?
Of course I do. You could always investigate with me.
Didn't you always have a small army of subordinates with you before?
That's right. But you know, being a lone wolf isn't all that bad. You don't have to worry about your subordinates or partners. All you need are your fangs. Simple, right?
Subordinates and partners.
Well then, I'll be seeing you two.
Things are getting interesting. I reckon I'm about to get real busy myself. After all, I got me a pair of monsters to hunt. I'm definitely getting my hands on this scoop. There she goes with her stupid run.
Things have gotten pretty crazy, haven't they?
Indeed. There's the footprints of Muzilla, and now the shadow of Gordy. It's almost exactly like the movie.
How about we go monster hunting too?
Well... Huh? Isn't that... Oh. Isn't that one of... Yeah.
Isn't that one of Lang's men?
He's one of Agent Lang's subordinates. We met him during another case. Excuse me. Oh, Prosecutor Edgeworth, it has been a while.
Shouldn't you be following Mr. Lang?
Agent Lang, Shifu, is no longer my boss. What exactly happened? Do you remember the incident from 1 month ago?
Was it a month ago? Dang.
The Otogarasu incident we had been involved with. Agent Lang made a major mistake back then. He almost aided and abetted a dangerous criminal.
Which kind of sucks. I mean, she was working for him, so they would hold him responsible even though he had no idea.
Certainly. We had come quite close to that at the time. Shifu took responsibility for what happened, and our team was disbanded.
Disbanded?
So that's what Agent Lang was talking about when he said he had become a lone wolf.
Then why are you here?
That's... Well, I was a little worried about Shifu. It seems that even now, he's still chasing after them. The ghosts of 12 years past.
There's always some dramatic reference or connection to an old case, right? Some kind of horrible event that ruined our main characters' lives. It was 14 years, it was 18 years, oh, it was 12 years ago. Like, it's always something like that.
Ghosts of 12 years past? Just what are you... I'm sorry, I've already said too much. If you'll excuse me. These ghosts Agent Lang is chasing after. They also have something to do with this case.
Of course it does.
Looks like everyone's left now. So, what do we do now?
Well, Miss Hart is going after the monsters, and Agent Lang is going after John. We should also try approaching this case from a different angle.
What angle would that be?
We should listen to what Judge Courtney has to say.
Ah.
Ah, that's right. If I'm not mistaken, Miss Courtney is...
Well then, I shall take my leave here. I will be presiding over Patricia Roland's trial.
Oh, that person. Oh, here we go.
She said that she had a trial coming up.
Indeed. Let's head to the courthouse as well.
Okay.
Saying your own name. Okay. Oh, to be continued. I had a feeling I was close to one, but it was taking a while to get there. Oh well. That's fine. April 6th, 11:23 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 3. Hey, we got to step inside the courtroom, even though we don't get to actually do our job in there anymore. Why does it look so empty? Interesting. Francisca versus Ray.
Court is now in session. Is the defense ready?
Of course, Your Honor. We can begin whenever you want.
The prosecution has been ready from the start, Your Honor. Jill Crane, the attorney in charge of the defense, has passed on from this world. Furthermore, Sebastian de Best, the prosecutor in charge, has disappeared.
Oh, yeah, he did run away. Poor guy. Oh, noisy doggy time.
And so, Francisca and Mr. Shields have taken over their duties. Before we begin, I would like to apologize for the delay of today's trial.
What's that? Oh, that's the prison, isn't it?
As the crime took place in the prison, a place where justice is normally administered, and the defendant was the warden of the prison, further exacerbating the situation. Additional time was specially arranged to investigate and prepare for the trial. In addition, the defense attorney in charge of the case, Jill Crane, has recently passed away. Due to these circumstances, the trial was further delayed. Mr. Shields, Miss Von Karma, at this time I'd like to give you my gratitude for taking up this responsibility on short notice.
I guess this is the last job Courtney Pie's friend left behind for us, huh? Well, Uncle Ray's more than happy to help out. Although, having said that, I only had enough time to skim through the case files. Are you okay on your end, Franny Pie?
What kind of prosecutor abandons his own case and vanishes without a trace? I won't allow any more delays in this trial while we wait for that foolish man to return. I have received the evidence just now. There should be no problem continuing the trial.
You have my thanks. And with that, I hereby call the defendant, Patricia Roland, to the stand.
Didn't think we'd see her again, huh? Oh,
Wait, isn't that a whole bunch of animals around her? That's not a real coat. So, that's creepy.
Now then, will the prosecution please give us their opening statement? Very well, Your Honor. The defendant. Hold it. Please wait, Your Honor. What is it? Well, there's something I'd like you to fill me in on. Just what exactly am I doing in a place like this?
What do you mean? You know exactly why you're there.
Then perhaps you would do well to listen to the opening statement. So if I listen to it, I'll get it, huh? Okay then, let's hear it. That was the plan from the start. Now if you would kindly shut up and listen.
Get her. Use your whip on her. Although I feel bad because you would hit the animals.
The incident occurred in the detention center and the prison Warden Roland is in charge of. The victim is Horace Knightley, who was being held in the detention center. The prosecution is certain that this woman here is the culprit. This knife, the murder weapon, is the decisive Huh?
Uh-oh.
Miss Von Karma, something wrong? That's impossible. The evidence is...
What's wrong with the evidence, Franny Pie?
The evidence? The knife's gone. The chisel with Bogan's bell attached to it is missing too.
What?
Oh, shoot.
Order, order. Prosecutor Von Karma, what is the meaning of this? I don't understand it either, Your Honor.
If there's no evidence, then I suppose there's not much reason for me to be here. Some prosecutor can't even hold on to one little piece of evidence. What a dunce.
Oh, you just asking for it now.
I only received everything that the previous prosecutor had.
It appears the culprit is that pampered prosecutor, the boy Blunder. Hey, Courtney Pie.
What is it?
Your Honor, considering our predicament, what say we postpone the trial until later?
The defense's proposal is overruled.
Why?
Courtney Pie? I know, right. It'd be troubling for me if this trial were to be delayed any further. I just want everyone to know that I'm innocent as soon as possible.
She's acting a little too smug and arrogant. Something's going on.
Innocent? I've had more than enough of your foolish...
Objection. And besides, you don't have any evidence, right? I recall a certain saying. In court, evidence is everything, wasn't it? Since there's no evidence, that would make me innocent. Isn't that right, Your Honor?
That is correct.
What?
The prosecution has not produced sufficient evidence to prove the defendant guilty. As such, I hereby find the defendant...
Patricia Roland. Whoa, you're just gonna do that?
Objection.
I always get thrown off by his voice.
Hold your horses, Courtney Pie. You can't just declare her innocent all of a sudden.
Is something the matter? For the defense to object to a not guilty verdict.
Well, I mean, even you must know that the warden over there is guilty, right? You were there with us when we found the murder weapon.
Mr. Shields, a judge must remain impartial when handing down a verdict. That is why I cannot allow myself to get caught up in my own personal feelings. The person who was present when the murder weapon was discovered and the judge sitting before you now are two completely different people.
You're kidding, right?
I can only hand down a verdict based upon the evidence that was presented. There is evidence, it's just
Well, it's not here right now, but a few minutes, that's all I need. I'll find the evidence and return to court without fail. The prosecution requests a brief recess, Your Honor. Come on.
The defense would also like a recess, Your Honor. Courtney Pie, please.
I understand. I shall grant your request.
Well, Justine, darling, aren't you wishy-washy today?
This court will now adjourn for a 15-minute recess, during which the prosecution and the defense shall prepare for the resumption of the trial. Understood, Your Honor.
Phew, that was a close one.
Court is now adjourned.
Oh boy. Like, we don't have enough on our plate. Now this is a bad situation, too. April 6th, 11:38 a.m., District Court, 3rd floor lobby.
Didn't we find it together? The evidence?
Yes, we certainly did.
It was in the alligator, yeah.
Ah?
What's the matter, Detective?
It looks like the metal detector is reacting to this alligator.
Really? Why?
Of course, that's why the metal detector reacted. Judge Courtney, I'd like you to take a look at this.
The chisel.
Wasn't that just the fake murder weapon? Dogan hid this chisel inside his dog's mouth, and the real murder weapon was hidden in very much the same way.
Uh-huh.
The real murder weapon is in the pond inside the alligator.
I wonder if it was stolen by someone.
Who's this? Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, these two. Man, all our old people from before are coming back.
Miss Barry and Mr. Keyes, did you come to attend the trial?
Oh man, to do her voice. Oh, I don't know if my throat can handle. Okay, come on, Biggs.
I came because I heard there's a really fun show around here. So, where is it?
The trial for the case I got caught up in was supposed to have already started, but
I kind of forgot what voice I gave him, so oh well.
our practice ran a little late. I believe it was somewhere around here, wasn't it?
Actually, two key pieces of evidence have gone missing. The chisel and the knife. The trial is in recess now, sort of like an intermission. You just missed it, Simon.
What? What's that supposed to mean?
Looks like Simon's going to get arrested again. Yay!
Regina, stop.
No, wait. I can't.
I guess Simon is his usual noisy self. Huh?
To think that I would be humiliated like this.
I mean, who else would it be talking like this, right? And the sound effect of her slapping stuff. Who are you hitting? Please tell me you're not hurting someone.
And here comes another noisy individual. Now, Franny Pie, let's just take a moment and calm down a bit. Maybe you could put that whip of yours away, huh? What do you say?
That foolish prosecutor. When I get my hands on him.
You mean when you get your whip on him? You don't use your hands.
My whip is going to give him the thrashing of a lifetime.
He's running to hide behind her.
Miles, why don't you try talking to her? Good grief. On that note, I guess I should probably hear what she has to say.
Alright, but we can also run around. So might as well, right?
Mr. Edgeworth, where do you think you're going?
No, I wasn't going anywhere. I was just examining the door.
Ah, I see. It's the #1 rule of a great thief. Ensure your escape route. Good thinking. If you want to become the Yatagarasu's assistant, all you gotta do is ask. Since it's you, I'll let you skip the written exam and skills test. I'll hire you on the spot.
That's quite alright. I appreciate the sentiment.
Let's look at the water fountain. There's a notice posted in front of the water fountain. Step on the pedal to enjoy amazingly delicious water. However, once it starts flowing, it will never stop again. So please be prepared.
Why would you do that? Why?
Soon, this fountain is basically out of service.
Alright, let's do this. Are you prepared?
Calm yourself, Kay. We don't want any trouble.
Okay. Edgeworth, where do you think you're going? Okay. What's up?
During the recess, no one may enter the courtroom.
Really? No one can get in?
Like I said, during the recess, no one may enter the courtroom.
But if nobody can go in, no one can resume the trial and we'll be stuck in recess forever.
You're right. We're all doomed.
Sir, calm down. Mr. Edgeworth, did you like how I pointed out that contradiction just now?
I don't think you'll gain any useful information by pressing the bailiff.
Okay, what's here? Compendium of Laws for Beginners. Huh. I wonder if even I could read them. Ah, but it looks like Volume 1 is currently out on loan. I better wait and start with the first volume. Otherwise, the story won't make any sense.
Okay, I hate to ruin it for you, but law books don't have any story to them. They're the most dreadfully boring thing to read. At least that's what I've heard.
It's a model of the courthouse. It's really well made.
Huh. There's something written on the information panel. Press the button to activate robot transformation sequence. What? Reservation required to view the transformation show. Please inquire at front desk. This model courthouse transforms into a robot? That's freaking awesome! That's really crazy! I don't remember this.
Mr. Edgeworth,
Huh? She's unusually quiet. I thought she'd make a fuss about wanting to see it.
if the model can transform, does that mean that this courthouse can also...
Kay, I assure you that's not possible. But perhaps there is more to this courthouse than meets the eye. Transformers!
Yeah. That's funny. I don't remember that. Let's talk to Ray briefly.
Kay, looks like you've gotten your memories back.
Yeah, I'm all better now.
Uncle Ray was really worried, you know. Though that other Kay was also pretty cute. Well then, now that you've recovered, how about a hug for old time's sake?
Nope. We need to focus on the trial right now.
Yeah, things aren't looking good.
Oh, we actually talked to him.
At any rate, we'll have to search for the evidence. But we can't interrupt the trial. Uncle Ray's in a pickle. If only there was someone who could find the evidence for us. That look of expectation on your face says it all.
Alright, before we continue talking to him, I guess we should start with her. Because it looks like we're gonna talk to everybody, maybe.
Oh, if it isn't former Prosecutor Myers Edgeworth.
Franziska?
Those who have abandoned the path of a prosecutor do not belong here. Now be a good boy and go home. Figure out what you want to do with your life.
You need my help, Franziska, so stop.
Still, what are you going to do, Franziska? The recess is only 15 minutes.
You're always so calm and collected. Like an anchorman reading off a teleprompter. It makes me sick.
I should probably stay classy and avoid a confrontation with her for now.
Okay.
Franziska, I never expected you to end up taking over the prosecution for this case.
The bodyguard of the president of Zhengfa, Horace Knightley, was murdered.
The defendant is the former warden of the prison, Patricia Roland. The knife she used as the murder weapon has been prepared as evidence. However, the murder weapon has disappeared without a trace. Not only did he abandon his own case, but he also made me look like a fool in court.
It's rare, but every now and then she gets Edgeworth.
The next time I see that foolish fool of a prosecutor, I'll whip some backbone into him.
I don't mind if you whip some backbone into him, but stop whipping innocent bystanders.
Should we present something to her? By the way, he's dead. This is Zheng Fa's.
Yes, the president of Zheng Fa, Dijun Huang. We discovered his body just recently.
What are you saying? There must be some kind of mistake.
No, I confirmed it with my own eyes. There was no mistake.
Then this incident, would it have something to do with my trial?
No, it is nothing of the sort. We just came here to speak with Judge Courtney.
Miles Edgeworth, are you trying to distract me by showing me evidence that is unrelated to this trial?
Are you sure it's unrelated, though? Everything has been kind of... Oh, another whip. Ugh. Binks, why did you present that to her? My apologies. It seems I shouldn't have shown it to you.
Shouldn't have shown it to me? Are you trying to conceal the incident from me?
But you just said we distracted you. No! Just what do you want from me? Nothing. She wants nothing.
Is there anything else we should present to her?
Mozilla.
Miss Edgeworth, unlike you, I'm actually busy. I don't have the time to look at something like that. Why don't you just look at that evidence again by yourself?
She is certainly as harsh as ever.
Is there nothing that we have to show her? I guess not. Okay. Well, not much was accomplished there, so I guess we had to talk to Ray about it.
Miles, you still don't have your prosecutor's badge, right? Do you finally feel like following in your father's footsteps? I simply left it in someone else's care. I wasn't stripped of my badge. Furthermore, right now I am unable to follow in my father's footsteps. I see. Well, there's no need to rush your decision. Take all the time you need to determine the path you want to follow. In any case, the door is always open for you at the Edgeworth Law Offices. Mr. Shields.
Aww.
If only there was someone who could go search for the evidence for us.
Hint, hint again.
Hint like a brick slamming on your head. Very well, I'll go look for them. Oh, Miles, you do that for us? Of course, finding the evidence within 15 minutes will be no easy task. Well, if worse comes to worse, Uncle Ray and Franny Pie will help you stall for time. Until you recover the evidence, we won't let her hand down a verdict. Please do so. Franziska, are you okay with this?
You're asking me, Franziska van Karma, to help you out. You'd be better off spending the rest of your life as an anchorman for the local news.
Okay, she's really fixated on this idea for him now. She's like, yeah, I kind of want to see that. That would be interesting. Miss Van Karma, this is an emergency. We could really use your cooperation.
I understand. As acting prosecutor, I, along with that attorney over there, shall continue this trial. Meanwhile, you, the former prosecutor, shall run around and look for the evidence. All for my sake. It's a job that suits you perfectly.
I'm glad that you're on board. How about you? 'Cause I really don't want to get arrested again.
Who's sounds like fun. Regina wants to tag along too.
Alright, that would be helpful. Now then, where should we begin?
I think we should go find that person and hear what they have to say.
Who should we talk to in order to learn where the evidence went?
We were gonna talk to Courtney, but I don't think she would know. Unless maybe she could give us a clue on where, Sebastian is, maybe? I'm kind of debating between Courtney and then maybe Sebastian himself. I guess Sebastian, right?
Yes, the person in charge of the evidence was Sebastian the Best.
Ah, you mean that rookie prosecutor, right? Got it.
I leave him to you.
Alrighty, time for Uncle Ray to have a strategy meeting with the opposing counsel. Just the two of us.
Miles Edgeworth, you better not keep me waiting, lest you end up like your friend here. Yes, I'll keep that in mind.
Pretty Pie, wait for me!
Now then, let's go help look for Sebastian as well.
Oh, there she is.
Judge Courtney.
If it isn't Prosecutor Edgeworth, I hope that all is well. All is not well. Just what was going on in that trial earlier?
Kay, there's no need for that.
But even though Miss Courtney should know exactly who the culprit is, what made you... In a court of law, the only thing that truly matters is evidence. Whatever my own feelings may be, it should not affect the verdict.
So, is this the judge persona of Justine Courtney we're seeing?
Cold-blooded and heartless. It's fine if you think of me as such.
Even as a judge, she still is stubborn.
Well, she's always been a pain in the ass, so that's not a big change.
Judge Courtney, there's just one thing I'd like to ask you.
And what would that be?
2 nights ago, you went to the roof of the Grand Tower.
The roof, you say?
You met with the president there, correct? The 2 of you were caught on the security camera.
Is there some sort of problem with that?
Today, the president's body was discovered, very close to the Grand Tower.
Oh. We finally rattled her, huh?
That's... You understand now, don't you? You're a suspect. What happened between you and the president up on the roof?
Nothing. We merely spoke for a few minutes. Once our business was done, I headed straight home. I took the elevator back down alone.
Indeed, that was shown on the security camera footage as well. What exactly did you and the president talk about?
That... I cannot say.
I see. However, I cannot afford to let up just yet. That being the case, I guess my only remaining option is to use that.
Well, I think we'll be doing that in the next episode. Didn't think we'd have to do that with her, but I'm fine with that. Taking her down a peg. Whatever. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying this. And until next time, have a nice day. Bye-bye.